Good evening and welcome to Blueprint Exclusive. We're bringing you an exclusive story on the Karnataka government fast-tracking its process to come up with a new legislation to regulate the use of government premises. This comes as ministers in the Siddaramaiah government have gone all guns blazing against the RSS, calling for curbs on its activities and even raising questions on funding received by the organization. The bill is in the works, with Times now being the only news channel to have accessed the draft copy of the proposed legislation. Now, it proposes to make prior permission mandatory for organizing any march, event or procession on government property. In addition to this, there are strict penal provisions that have been provided, with even jail up to 5 years that has been proposed. Now let's go through the name of this particular act. It's the Regulation of the Use of Government Premises and Public Property Act 2025. Prior permission mandatory is one of the provisions given. No event on government property will happen without prior permission, has been expressly stated. The penal provisions include a first-time violation and jail up to 2 years, or fine up to 50,000 rupees or both. The subsequent violations then will carry a punishment with jail up to 5 years or a fine up to 1 lakh rupees or both. A continuing violation will have an additional penalty of up to 5,000 rupees a day. Now, while the draft bill doesn't name any organization, it's being discussed days after Karnataka Minister Priyank Kharge wrote to Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, calling for a ban on RSS activities in government institutions and other public spaces. BJP has alleged that the provisions of the draft bill are draconian and won't stand legal scrutiny. Echoing the same, RSS has asserted that Congress will never succeed in its repeated attempts to stop RSS activities. Congress, on the other hand, has argued that provisions under discussion were introduced by the Jagdish Shettar-led BJP government in 2013 itself.
The dynasty has spent 3 generations to stop the RSS activities, but RSS completed 100 years with the larger mass base, and Congress is at the point of extinct. I don't think that Junior Kharge, under the guidance of Rahul Gandhi, could succeed.
No, misuse of the government property by anyone, it must be put an end to it. But for the sake of taking vengeful act against one particular organization, bringing a bill without applying the mind will only boomerang on the ruling party. So I don't think this bill will stand the legal scrutiny nor the governor's approval.
What Mr. Jagdish Shettar, who was Chief Minister at the BJP time, they had brought it a circular. Same thing has been continued with some modifications, nothing else.
Let's go across to Imran, who's brought us an exclusive copy of that particular draft legislation. Imran, is this the final form of the bill? Is this what is going to come up before the Assembly? And if so, when? Take us through the details of this particular bill that you have just broken.
Well, absolutely, Madhav. In fact, this bill was discussed in the last cabinet. There were several reservations raised by within the members of the cabinet, said that if this bill is brought the way it is right now, BJP, if they come back to power, will usually use it against the minorities, especially Muslims and the Christians. And he said that some of the cabinet members said that it could be misused by the BJP. So they said that we'll keep the bill aside for right now, which is a bill has been prepared by the IT Minister Priyank Kharge. An exclusive copy of the draft copy we have got with us, and they said that once the next cabinet will come up for discussion, and later it will be brought to the table to the Assembly for approval. Now, this is a draft copy which Exclusive Times now has access. It says very stringent punishment like 5 years of imprisonment and a fine of up to 1 lakh rupees for repeat offenders for not taking permission. While the Congress says that this bill is for any political or religious organization, BJP is saying that it is being done to target RSS, but it will not stand scrutiny and governor will not pass it.
Thanks so much for joining us with that exclusive story there, Imran. Let's quickly open this up and take it across to our guest now. Joining us, we have Mohan Krishna, former media advisor to XCM Bomai, who's with us. We have Nikhil Chandwani, author, joining us. Omar Junaidi, advocate, is also joining us. He's a political analyst as well. But our first question goes to Ravi Srivastava. Ravi Srivastava, within the same Congress government, there are objections. And there are objections to the potential misuse of this bill if this becomes a law. And, you already have the BJP and the RSS saying that this is nothing but an attempt to target the political rivals of the Congress party.
Good evening, Madhav. First of all, I think the report by the Times Now itself says that the apprehensions were mentioned during when the bill was discussed in the cabinet, and some people had to find that if tomorrow the opposition, that is the BJP government, comes in, probably they will use it against the minorities. So that kind of an apprehension is there. But my question here is that where is the name of RSS in the whole exercise? It is only mentioned that anybody who uses the public space should take a prior permission. They are not prohibiting that it cannot be used. It can be used, but you take a prior permission and then do it whatever you want to do a rally, or you want to do a function, or whatever you want to do it. And a similar thing was passed by Jagdish Shettar at a BJP government when he was a deputy CM or in 2013.
So why are there objections then, sir? Why are there objections then?
No,
if the bill is so innocent, why are they so, and it's so, non-partisan? The very fact that you are saying, and we are discussing, that cabinet ministers also objecting to it, the fact that it can be potentially misused, what about this government and its potential misuse within this government if it becomes law?
That's what I'm saying, that why BJP is mentioning that it is against RSS. That shows that the RSS got something up to their sleeve. That's why they are scared. Why other organizations have not objected?
Mohan Krishna, why is the name of RSS has not been mentioned? Why is the opposition so rattled by this bill? That's a question of Ravi Srivastava. Your response.
See, when you speak about Rama and Madhav, you need not have to speak about Ram and Sita. That is what this Congress is saying, this government is saying. They are talking of Ramayana about the RSS. They want to create a flutter in the people's mind to divert the attention of the misgovernance of the government. And now they are bringing the bill, which of course it will not stand in the court of the law. So many people have tried, right from Nehru era to Indira Gandhi era, Rajiv Gandhi era, everybody has tried to do it, but they cannot suppress it. They could not suppress it. Court of the law of the land has taken care of it. Of course, one thing is for sure, this government is going hammer and tongue on two important issues. One is RSS and another is divisive politics. To make sure that they continue divisive politics and call BJP as a communal, more than BJP as a communal, Congress is most communal party in this country, and they are creating such a kind of environment today. And division, they are making it in such a way that, people are vexed about it, Madhav. They are vexed about it.
Right. Omar Junaidi, this is a diversionary tactic, and this is a deliberate attempt at trying to target the BJP, the RSS, only to divert from the issues. And it is a fact that last several weeks we have been discussing issues of governance, from potholes to other issues, the Khatakhat model, emptying the coffers of the state government. There have been a number of issues of governance that have been, very clearly expressed. So is this nothing but an attempt to divert?
Madhav, it is not a move towards the diversion of the issues from the state government. It is a matter of the fact of the government and the governance. It is the duty and the responsibility of the government to take care of the things, that is the public places, and that's what the Congress government is doing. Now, talking about the other issues, talking about the potholes, definitely that has to be eradicated, that has to be taken care of, and that has been doing. The government is doing.
Then why
you have seen the reports, and today.
Why apprehensions then within the government that it will be misused? That means you are not confident of yourself. You are not confident of your bill itself. Then why you are bringing it? Is it not a diversionary tactics?
Madhav, can I...
Today, siddaramaiah...
One second, let Umar Junaidi complete. Umar Junaidi, respond.
I was listening to you very calmly.
Respond. Okay. Your turn now, Umar Junaidi. Go ahead.
Now talking about the bill. If it is the apprehension that it is only for RSS, what is the problem? If there is the permission required to use the public property, what is the problem? It might be any organization, sir. I was listening to you very careful.
Okay. Mohan Krishna, let him speak. One second. Let's go. let's not do this. There is enough time for everybody to speak. One of our panelists has not even spoken, Nikhil Chandwani. But Umar Junaidi, Mohit Krishna, please allow him to make his point and then you can rebut.
The move of the Congress, the government is not only for the RSS, it is for entire state, whatever organization, whichever organization it is. If they want to use the public spaces, public places, they have to take the prior permissions, and that's what the Congress government is doing. So what is the issue in that? And what is the problem if RSS take the permission for the places before the rallies or the Patsanchalan or the program? Why are you scared of? Because you don't have the registrations? That's what the Priyank Kharge asked you, whether you are registered body or not, and you couldn't answer. What is the contribution towards nation building? It's what Priyank Kharge asked.
Okay.
You did not answer. And what you rebutted in? What you have done in the with respect to the statements of Priyank Kharge? The RSS members calling him and giving threat to the family and to Priyank Kharge? And this is what the behavior of Congress and this RSS and the members of RSS is. If you are scared enough, why are you even...
Let me bring in Nikhil now. Nikhil Chandwani. Priyank Kharge receiving threats, and it's a fact that whether the name is there in the bill or not, ultimately it is Mr. Priyank Kharge, who's a responsible minister, who's written a letter to the Chief Minister asking about a similar sort of ban. But at the end of the day, Nikhil Chandwani answer the question. They say that what is the issue if a permission is required for everyone? Not only the RSS, but for all bodies to use government property. What is the fundamental issue with that? Nikhil Chandwani.
You know what truly scares the Karnataka Congress the most? It's not inflation, it's not unemployment, it's not corruption. They're not talking about any of that. What keeps them really away up at night is 5 men in white shirts praying to Bharat Mata. RSS is a nationalist organization. They talk about nation building. They are the ones who are selflessly serving the society whenever there are floods, whenever there is any problem in the state. RSS is there on ground selflessly without even bragging about it. Secondly, let me speak. Let me please complete my point and then you can...
PFI also was doing the same things.
Sir, PFI is, a banned organization.
PFI
let's please not... One second, sir, one second. Mr. Umar Junaidi, I think the equivalence and the comparison you're drawing here is a little unfair because of the kind of activities that the PFI has been accused of. You can definitely go ahead and question the RSS. You have every right to do so, but this is an equivalence that we should avoid. I feel that's my personal view. But Nikhil Chandwani, and then you can respond. Nikhil Chandwani.
Yeah. RSS, they don't need the Congress money, they don't need the Congress slogans or paid PR, and that's what is keeping Congress insecure, and that then they want RSS to seek permission from the state government. It is a nationalist organization, it is working towards nation building. You have people going for their shakas. You should come visit shakas and you would know what's happening over there. You can't compare RSS with PFI. First thing, PFI, they were indulging in anti-national, anti-Indian activities. RSS is solely focused on nation building. And Karnataka Congress being Karnataka Congress, you guys are trying to ban a 100-year-old organization who are working towards nation building. That's stupidity. And RSS, it won't bend. This bill you won't be able to pass this bill in the parliament as well, because Sangh, it doesn't bow to dynasty. It doesn't need anybody's approval. Nationalism. Why do I need Karnataka Congress approval for nationalism? To talk about nation interest, to talk about the patriotic ideas. Why do I need your permission to share a patriotic idea for nation building?
Ravi Srivastava.
If you're nationalist enough, you're talking about the national issues, nation building, take the permission, have the conversation, have the program organized. What is the problem in taking the permission?
It's my turn. Sir, it's my turn now.
One by one. He's asked a question to Nikhil, so I'm just going to allow it. 1 second, Ravi Srivastava. Nikhil Chandwani, respond to that and then I go across to Ravi.
Why do I need anybody's permission to talk about a nation building, national building idea, a nationalist idea, or patriotism? Why do I need permission for that? 5 people, 7 people are coming together. In a democracy, that is allowed. In a democracy, whenever you are going out, you see people standing together and talking about national interest, talking about, the patriotic interest, the national ideas for nation building. They are not passing bills. RSS is not passing bills. RSS is not a political organization. RSS is not BJP. There's a huge difference between Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh and Bharatiya Janata Party. Why are you treating RSS as your opposition? Why are you so insecure about an organization that is talking about nation interest?
Absolutely. And you know, Ravi Srivastava, there may be any number of organizations aligned with the Congress party tomorrow, whether it is a Seva Dal or otherwise. And tomorrow, you know, they may also face a similar sort of restriction or curb or whatever one chooses to call it, a government regulation, if that's what, you know, Mr. Umar Jairi wants us to believe, to carry out any of their activities. Is that a desirable situation in any democracy? Is Nikhil Chandwani's question.
Madhav, my question is, what kind of nationalism are they teaching? That one which is killing the youngsters in the pub in Bangalore? Or you are doing that azan, hijab, halal, all kind of stupidity in the state? That's a nationalism you are teaching to people.
Killing whom? Killing whom?
They are all offshoot to the RSS.
Killing whom? Which incident are you talking about, Ravi Srivastava?
Any organization. What kind of nationalism are you teaching the people, and why are you not registered?
Ravi Srivastava, let's go incident by incident. You mentioned about 7-8 words over there. Take us through the specifics of what your objection is.
It's an unregistered organization. The state is well within its right to stop the activities. There is nothing wrong in it. It's an unregistered organization. If Congress has got any unregistered organization, you stop them as well. Who is saying that you don't stop them? With the 50 political parties in the arena there, they have not objected. Why are you only worried? Because you want to do that kind of, law-breaking activities in the state.
Law-breaking? Sir, which is the law? I'm asking you, give us the examples. Where has they broken the law? Give us the examples. Please cite them.
Doing all kind of the nuisance in the state, in the past government, we have seen already.
What instances, sir? You are not even named one.
I'm telling you, what has not happened in the BJP government? That Azan issue, that Halal issue, that outside Mandir, Muslims will be removed, the pubs were attacked, all that has not happened in Karnataka. Where did it happen?
Mohan Krishna, these issues which have come up from time to time have been backed by the RSS, says Ravi Srivastava. Is that factually correct? Including attacks in pubs, etc.
Madhav, Ravi Srivastava is in an illusion today. When earthquake happens, RSS is there to help the people. That is patriotism. In Wayanad, when there was a landslide, a big landslide, almost people have lost so many lives, RSS was there. And when lot of casualties happen, RSS is there. RSS is not a functionary which will promote hatredness in the country. It is the organization which builds the patriotism in the country. Ravi Srivastava, being a left-leaned person, always sees with a yellow eye, jaundice eye, that RSS is a hatred organization. Come on, Ravi Srivastava, please tell me one thing. Then why did Nehru call RSS for a Pathasanchalan on the Republic Day parade?
It is on record. He has written it.
No. Why Nehru ji called? Why Nehru ji called then? Now I will ask you one more important question to you. RSS is a nation building organization. Do you want to register nation building organizations? How many registrations has to happen, Madhav, then?
These are done by them now.
What was the Congress doing in the last 55 years when they were ruling in the country? Why they did not do it then? Why they are bringing it up?
Why, Anandu,
is it not a diversion
are you aware?
Ravi Srivastava.
Have you an explanation that why did he suicide?
We can't hear either of you. We can't hear either of you. If you both got to shout at the same time, the viewers, and certainly I can't hear either of you. Let's go one by one. Point being made by Mohan Krishna. One by one. Mohan Krishna, you put a question across to Ravi Srivastava. Ravi Srivastava, he says that this is a voluntary organization that works in the time of crisis, earthquake, landslide, etc. Why do you want to shackle such an organization? That's the question he's asking, and he's also cited the very fact that both Nehru inviting, in fact, the RSS as far as the parade is concerned, and also how several icons of the right wing have been even saluted by Indira Gandhi in the past. Your response to that?
This organization has got a dubious distinction of being banned not once, twice, thrice. in the history itself. They know it. What I am asking a question, what that Anandu who suicided in Kerala, what he wrote in the suicide note. He said, right from the age of 4 years, he was being sexually exploited in the shakhas. Now in Shakha, they are taking pride of bringing the national pride and the patriotism, etc. This is my question.
Okay, Nikhil Chandwani, would you like to take that question? He says that the Kerala episode at least has brought to light some of the activities which are, extremely not just unfortunate but also condemnable, and he says that represents what the RSS stands for. That's Nikhil. That's Ravi Srivastava's point of view. Respond to that, Nikhil.
The first thing, that the incident was never proven, that it has happened in a shaka. Secondly, I'm on Google right now, I'm checking the news right now, and it's not been proven. Secondly, RSS, again, it's an idea. You cannot register an idea. Ravi Ji, he has a lot of problem with RSS. He doesn't understand what Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh is all about. Feel open to talk about it. Feel open to discuss. But why do you want to ban an organization that you don't understand? Why do you want to ban the organization that is the soul of this country? You talk about patriotism, you talk about nationalism. Nationalism and patriotism are two things that RSS preaches, and it is a direct volunteering organization. RSS doesn't give anything to anybody. They take away whatever you have. That was the line of Honorable Mohan Bhagwat Ji. They take away whatever things that you have. RSS doesn't give out anything. So how can it be a registered organization? It cannot be. Our idea cannot be registered.
Okay, Ravi Srivastava wants to respond to you.
The RSS has to raise on the top of the roof and say we participated in the freedom movement, and still nobody believes it, and everybody gives the credit to the Congress only that they got us the freedom. This is your status. This is how you have done the fight in the
another contentious issue. Another contentious issue. Nikhil, you want to address that?
Yes. Second, RSS आपको पसंद है नहीं पसंद है, आप हिस्ट्री में जाना चाहते हो, 1925-26 से बात करना चाहते हो, that is a different story altogether. You have books, you have citations, you have everything written on it. You can find it everywhere. However, right now, if you say कि because you don't agree with RSS, you want to ban it, that's not democracy. This is not democracy. Second, you want RSS to seek permissions to share ideas, to nationalist ideas. That's not democracy. ये democracy, ये communist country नहीं है. This is a democratic country, and we have the right to share our ideas in a bunch of 5 people, 10 people, 20 people. We have the right for that.
I have another question for Advocate Umar Junaidi. Advocate Umar Junaidi, yesterday we heard what Siddaramaiah's son said, pitching the name of Satish Jarkoli as the next Chief Minister. D.K. Shivkumar has been out in the public domain. We've heard Mr. Parmeshwar also come out to say that he wants to become CM. And we know that November deadline of the halfway mark of this government's tenure is fast approaching. Somewhere, is this also, an attempt to take away from that entire narrative? Is that also part of the entire plan? Or the reason for these statements suddenly coming out in a flurry of them over the last few weeks?
Madhav, what we have seen in the last few weeks is Priyank Kharge raising questions on RSS, RSS not having the answers, and the issues what Priyank Kharge raised about the RSS using the public places is something very different. There's no connection to what's going on in the Congress. There is the chair of the CM. Everybody wants to be the CM.
It's an old diversionary tactic called narrative correction. But anyway, please carry on.
Okay. Let me speak, Madhav. That is something very different. Now, nowhere in the state have you ever heard that there is a news that Priyank Kharge wants to be the CM. If the people of Karnataka wants him to be the CM, he will definitely be. But the point is, the RSS is against the Priyank Kharge just because of a mere letter. What he asked is, the RSS is using the public properties and they shouldn't be given the permissions.
I don't know if you've seen the reports or not, but there has been some considerable amount of speculation that perhaps his father is one of those who's being considered for the top job in Karnataka. I don't know if it's true or not, but there have been certain reports to that effect. Nevertheless, Mohan Krishna, respond to that. The only aspect is Priyank Kharge talking about RSS. It has no connection at all with the infighting within Congress party. It's wrong to connect the two issues. Do you agree with Umar Junaidi? Mohan Krishna.
Madhav, people are not asking for ban today. People are not asking for ban today. Their governance and all these things. Why are they not concentrating on that and doing so many things which is not required? RSS is doing its job. 100 years for RSS now. Madhav, राम को ये लोग नहीं माना और आरएसएस को कैसे मानेगा माधव? राम को नहीं माना, कोर्ट में जाके खड़ा करना पड़ा राम को. Finally, we have a Ram Mandir today. The same way, RSS is working for the people of the country and upliftment of the poor, upliftment of the patriotism and nationalism in the country. And for that, if they are planning to ban that organization today,
all right. No, it's not a ban. It's on the curve of use of public spaces. Let's get that straight. At least that's what the bill talks about. And interestingly, there's no name of RSS in that particular bill as well, in the draft copy that we've just accessed exclusively and reported on. Let's leave it there. Mohan Krishna, Nikhil Chandwani, Advocate Umar Junaidi, as well as Ravi Srivastava. Thanks so much for joining us on the show this